All right, hello everyone. How are you today? So today what we're going to do in this video, we're going to make a short video in a Photoshop tutorial, Photoshop quick hits on how to remove all of one color in a Photoshop design instead of having to go in and use the magic eraser to try to get all the little pieces of color out at one time. Let's say you want to remove all of one color on the canvas at once. Here's how you're going to do it. So let's jump right into it. So right here we've got this design here where it says stay in bed. It's a jungle out there. So what we want to do, for example, let's say if we want to completely remove all of the blue out of this canvas, what we're going to do here is we're going to go up to the top here and we're going to select in this menu here. We're going to go to color range, and then under here you're going to select the color, which I already had it selected before, but it's going to be this blue color. You can click on anywhere you want and it'll select what you want and it'll highlight the color you want. So right there is all yellow and right here is all blue. And so right here when it says fuzziness, this has to do with kind of like the range of color that you want to select. So the lower you make it, you see how it's changing right here, the less of it'll cover. The more you make it, the more of it'll cover as far as the color spectrum on both sides of the color you're trying to select. So you got to just kind of be like careful, but choose exactly how much of what you want to remove. I always found a good rule of thumb is to put it right about at 50, depending on what's going on and depending on the color gradients in there. But what you have here is when you click OK, and this by the way, we're going to go by sampled colors. So instead of just removing all the reds, yellows, greens, because sometimes those can overlay or overlap the way you don't want to. So for today, we're just going to do sampled colors. So the sample color is blue. We're going to click OK, and it's going to put the little marching ants around everything. And what that's done is that's selected everything in this canvas that has blue in it. So let's say you want to completely remove that. There are ways to change the color, and we'll get into that in just a second. But let's say you want to completely remove that. You just hit Control X, and then boom, there you go. Or you can hit Delete on the keyboard, or if you're using the Apple computer, I don't know what it is. Was it Open Apple X? But you basically want to delete that. So what that does at that point is it takes all the blue out, and if we zoom in, you can see all the blue has been removed. But if you wanted to say maybe change some of the contrast of it or change some of the levels of it, let's back it up a little bit. And by the way, with that, I've been hitting Control Z on the keyboard to back it up in Photoshop, and you back it up even further, or you hit Control Shift Z to move it forward a step. So let's go back to here, and just really quick, we'll make this super quick. So adjustments, let's say we want to adjust the brightness and the contrast of this. You can do just the selected part right there if you want to change the contrast or the brightness or the colors up just a tiny bit instead of the entire canvas. Whereas you can always do that with the entire canvas as well, just by simply doing this. But we can save that for another video. You see how it changes the yellow as well. But that is it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, put your comments down below, and please feel free to message me and ask me if there's any simple things that you'd like to have done that take under a couple of minutes in Photoshop without having to watch these 20-minute videos in order to learn how to do something that takes 5 seconds. And we'll see you in the next video. Later.